Hello everyone, this is Black James Productions giving you another video. Today I'm doing something a little different. Today we are doing a little bit of a tier list. Now, before we get into this, I would like to say thank you to my friend Call Me Henry, or 232, or whatever it was. But you might know him more as Henry the Microwave. So, unfortunately, he forgot a couple engines like GameTez, Texas Red. I don't know who else is missing, but we are going to start. So the ones that are no thank you are my least favorite, and the ones that big epic are my most favorite. So, we're gonna start off easy. Which is the worst? We'll start off with Wannabe. I honestly don't think Wannabe even counts as an engine, so there. Let's see. Who is next on? I'm gonna put Ioworth as neutral because he's more of a, you know. I think I'll put Greg here too. Let's see. Quirk would be up here at the big epic because just look at the detail. You know what? I'm just gonna shut up before I. I'm gonna put Dylan at good right here because this is personal and I think Dylan is like decent. The only problems I do have with him is because considering of how top heavy he is, it's hard for someone to balance him on the tracks. As for John Henry, I would also... Whoops. What happened? Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to do that. I like John Henry as well because he's based... Well, should I say, he's named after a real person. And that's a famous person at that. But it's only something Americans will understand, especially people that live in, like, West Virginia or something. Anyway, Hampton, where should he go? How about... Yeah, I think he'll go with neutral. Let's see. Actually... Saltine I'll put on bruh because everyone uses him or her as like a flipping Gary. Like, now in the wiki it says that Saltine doesn't even have a gender, so I'm just gonna call it it. So Saltine is like incredibly strong despite its size. Like, I would never do it like a Garrett big of a load with a little steam cracker. But back to the point. Considering Wannabe, I don't even consider Wannabe as a locomotive, so I consider Saltine as the smallest. Next, who should we put on the list? I think I'll put Tram on good because Tram has such potential and I don't know why. Rutley, I'm also gonna put him on good because he's good and he has some good lore to him. Eustace I'm going to put on big epic because his is amazing. Oh, and I just remembered that Muriel is not on here anywhere. So if she was, then I would put her on big epic. And while we're on the subject, if GameTez was on this list, I would put him like maybe good or neutral. I don't know. Now for Elmira. I'm gonna put her on good because she derails so much. I'm gonna put Stalwart on neutral. Spitfire I'll put on... Actually, I'll put it on epic because he has the best name that I've ever heard. Also, his music is amazing. Spitfire! Scobby, I'll put him... Actually, Scobby has been reclassified as a female engine now for some reason. So I'll put her on neutral. Richmond, I'll put him on good. I was about to say her. Big Iron, I'll put him on good. Because I recently just found out that Big Iron, you might notice that he doesn't have any tanks. I recently just found out, literally a couple days ago, that he keeps his water underneath his cab, apparently. Because I looked underneath and there was like a water cap, like right beside his cab. And apparently it goes to a tank underneath it. So yeah, that had me in questions for like a couple hours. But I'm good. It kind of makes sense because well tanks exist. Anyway, Hazel, where do you go? Good. Also, I just realized that Kalina is not on this list. I would put her on bruh because there are too many Kalina likers, in my opinion. So many that they are just begging to have Kalina back. Word of advice, it's never going to happen. Alright, with that out of the way, Gary. Neutral, because he is way too... He's kind of... I mean, his overall size does make him, dare I say, a really useful engine. But he's just a bit too big. He can barely fit on the port or through the port walls. So yeah, his cylinders get caught on those things and it derails him. Other than that, he's pretty good. I mean, at one point he could not fit through Kitsborough Tunnel. However, that's been fixed recently. Now for Knickerbocker, I'll put him on bruh because, I mean, he's a very reliable engine, but unfortunately he's a bit top heavy. Why? Well, he's very inaccurate to his basis, and you want to know why that is? It's because his creators used references from an inaccurate live Steam model to make him. However, I have heard that he will be getting an overhaul to where he's a bit more accurate to his basis. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to put Gilbert on good. Ooh, I'm running out of room on good. Little Blue will be on neutral because, I mean, he's a good looker and I like his weathering on him. But I think the reason why he was removed was because of his jumpy tender. Either that or he's just jumpy. And now, my favorite locomotive of all time, Ralph. I saved Ralph for last because I best for last. You know what that means? So yeah, that's my tier list for Somewhere Wales engines. And Wannabe being my least favorite, and Ralph being my most favorite. I will see you guys in the next video. See ya.